Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Darth Vader, issue 28, subtitled The Shadow in the Fire, which was written by Greg Pak with art by Raphael & Co. And it released on October 19th, 2022, which I thought was an alright issue. My biggest problem with it was that just felt like more of a transition issue into the next arc and whatnot. And it kind of transitions in the middle of the issue, so I just thought it was just a little weird. Pretty much, I liked a lot of the stuff about the issue. I liked the setup for this next arc and the stuff that happens before it, but it just kind of felt weird, the transition into it. I don't know, just felt a little bit off there. And so with some of the stuff, I just wish it kind of, mainly the stuff what happened in the first, I guess it was more the first 2/3 of the issue. I just wish was maybe the full issue instead. But like I said, I do like the setup for this next arc and whatnot, which I'll get into more in a moment. But at the end of the last issue, we saw Vader get badly damaged, and Sabe had a chance to kill him, but decided not to because of Padme's last words, saying that there was still good in him. And so at the start of this issue, we see Vader in the back of the tank having some of those red vision flashbacks to that moment. And then, he gets angry and destroys the tank, and then, gets dressed and goes out and ends up finding Sabe, who's still there, which it seems like he's going to kill her. But, he is surprised to see that she still is there, which, kind of makes him back off a little bit. And she then starts speaking to him, telling him that she's there to serve him as an advisor and whatnot. Which they then talk about the governor from the last few issues, which I guess that governor isn't dead, and so Ochi is searching for her, but hasn't found her yet. But Sabe says that the governor's orders came directly from Palpatine, so Sabe suggests going to Palpatine directly and confronting him, and so they head to Coruscant to meet up with Palpatine. But once there, Vader turns on Sabe, because of his loyalty to Palpatine. But Palpatine doesn't end up killing Sabe, but instead tests her and makes her fight the two royal guards which are guarding Palpatine, which she's able to beat them in hand-to-hand combat. But then they start using their staff thingies to shoot at her, and so she dies behind Palpatine's throne. And they continue firing, and therefore also at Palpatine, who obviously doesn't like that and ends up killing the guards. But Palpatine seemingly liked that move from Sabe, which he then tells Sabe that she isn't like Padme because she has the heart of a murderer. And he says that he knows that she wanted to kill Vader, but after everything she's learned about him and whatnot, she now wants to kill him, Palpatine. Which, Palpatine asks why, which Sabe says that Vader serves order where Palpatine serves chaos, which Palpatine responds by telling her that she brings chaos to serve order. But then Palpatine switches to Vader, telling him that he did a good job bringing her to him and to continue to mold Sabe into a useful asset, which, like I said, I liked all this stuff. It took up about 2/3 of the issue. I kind of just wish it was the entirety of the issue, because I felt like it was maybe a little fast. I wouldn't have minded if it was, just a little slower, taking up the entirety of the issue. Because I do like what went down. I liked seeing Palpatine interact with Sabe and, try to manipulate her and whatnot with this test he was kind of doing. I just enjoyed that, but, just wish there was a little more to it. But after all that, we see Sabe and Vader leave and head off for their next mission, which is to head to the planet Skako Minor to stop the grandson of Wat Tambor, named Joel Tambor, from taking back the planet, which I guess he's enlisted some pirates to help out, which once they, Sabe and Vader arrive, they confront some of these pirates who've seemingly killed some people, so Vader gets revenge and kills them, but one does end up getting away. But during this, Sabe doesn't help Vader at all, and so Vader asks her kind of why, and if those pirates deserved mercy for what they did, which Sabe does say she doesn't know and doesn't know what anyone deserves anymore. But Vader tells her to stop playing games, which she responds by saying that they need to find Joel Tambor, and if he kills everyone who might know where he is, they won't find him. So Vader tells her to follow the one who got away and to infiltrate Tambor's organization to, find out more about it, and then from there, he'll do the rest. By the end of the issue, we see back on Naboo, where the other handmaidens have captured Ochi and are interrogating him about Sabe and whatnot, which he tells them that Sabe is working for Vader now and has been promoted to, an Imperial officer, which surprises the handmaidens, wondering if Sabe has fallen for the Empire, or if it's part of her plan, or if she needs saving. But they say no matter what the scenario is, they'll do whatever is needed to either stop, save, or help Sabe. And like I said, that's where the issue ends. Like I said, I enjoyed the issue. Just I had some weird transition stuff to it. Just kind of wish maybe the stuff with Palpatine was just the full issue, and then the stuff with Skako Minor and the Handmaidens was maybe the next issue. But still, I enjoyed all of it. I liked the stuff with Palpatine. But like I said, wish there was just a little more to it. And I liked the setup with the stuff on Skako Minor and the Handmaidens and whatnot. So, yeah. But my grade for this issue is going to be a B. So, yeah. But next I'll review, I think, the next Darth Vader one will be issue 29. So check the reviews out for those then. But you can check all my other comic reviews and everything else I do by Star Wars Review. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.